4 reasons self-discipline is so important for success. There are no two ways about it. Self-discipline is important. In this presentation, you're going to learn the 4 biggest reasons why self-discipline is a must if you want to succeed. Number 1. You'll learn how to be patient. There's a popular saying that goes, patience is a virtue. When you're chasing your dreams, you're not going to get it the same day or even the next week. Often, success comes years later. If you're still wet behind the ears, you've got a lot of learning to do. Sometimes you need to have some life experiences first that will help you prepare mentally and emotionally for success. There's always a right time for everything. If you care about succeeding, then you'll need to be patient and be in it for the long haul. Number 2. You'll learn to say no to temptations. Without self-discipline, you'll find it hard to stay true to your goals. It will be so easy to say yes to things that are going to distract you from your goal. If you've got the discipline, you'll be able to put blinders on so you won't get tempted. You've got your eyes set on the prize, and your determination will eventually get you where you want to go. Number 3. You'll learn self-control. With self-discipline and self-control, you'll be able to overcome procrastination and laziness. It's so easy to procrastinate when you know it's going to take you years to arrive at your ultimate destination. But think about it. If you give in to procrastination and temptations, you'll essentially be adding more months or maybe even years to your goal's timeline. You want to shorten your distance from where you are right now to your ultimate goal. You don't want to add more time to it. You'll essentially be delaying your success, and that's something you're going to regret later on. Number 4. You'll be able to keep your eyes on your goals. You're the one who chose your goals. You've decided you want to achieve something after a certain period of time. Nobody said it for you. If you don't have self-discipline, if you rely on others to help keep you in line, then you're going to find it hard to stay committed to your goals. Your friends can only do so much. If you want to succeed, you need the self-discipline to follow your unique path to success. 5 steps you need to take to quickly overcome your fears. We all have fears. We all have nagging doubts. We all have negative thoughts. And you know what? It's all totally normal. However, the moment you let your fears, your doubts, and your anxiety get the best of you, then you need to put your feet down and put a stop to it. How? That's what we're going to find out in this presentation. Let's begin. Number 1. What are you so afraid of? There are lots of things you can fear in this life. Whatever it is, you've got to uncover the reason why you fear something. Is it because you associate it with something that happened in the past? Don't be afraid to look beyond your fear and look for its source. It will help you understand why you're afraid, and then you'll be able to think more rationally. Number 2. Write down your fears. Writing down your fears is a great way of acknowledging whatever it is you're afraid of. When you see your fears in writing, you'll see just how irrational or silly it is. When it's there on paper, it's easier to laugh and make fun of it. But when you keep it in your head, it will literally consume you. So, try this technique and write your fears down. Number 3. Live in the moment. Look around you and focus on an interesting object. Ask questions about that object. Be genuinely curious. How is it made? Why does it look like that? The moment you start answering your own questions, you'll realize you've forgotten what you were fearful of just a moment ago. Number 4. Focus on doing a great job. Just focus on the task at hand. Don't think beyond it. Don't go into places outside of where you currently are. For instance, if you need to speak in public and you're deathly afraid of public speaking, then just ignore your fears for a moment. Live in the moment and focus on doing your task to the best of your abilities. You'll see it's not so bad. Number 5. Visualize yourself defeating your fears. Imagine yourself facing and slaying your fears with an awesome sword. Does that bring a smile to your face? I bet it did. Visualizing yourself winning against your fears will bring you great joy. Turn yourself into a hero and save your day from your fears and your negative thoughts. 5 strategies you can use to stick to your goals. I think you'll agree with me when I say it's much easier to create goals than actually do the real work and achieve those goals. If you find it's hard to stick to your goals, you're in luck. Because in this presentation, you're going to learn 5 surefire ways you can stick to your goals. Let's begin. Number 1. Set SMART goals. SMART goals are different from ordinary goals. SMART goals need serious planning. It's not something you can come up with on a whim. SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, time-bound. When you create SMART goals, you're literally taking the first step towards success. The probability of succeeding is so much higher than if you're chasing some random, generic, and probably extremely difficult goal. Number 2. Record and track your progress. Seeing how far you've come since you started can provide you with a motivational boost unlike any other. You'll feel like you're actually making some inroads, and you're slowly but surely chipping away at the giant obstacles standing in your path. When you're feeling down, you can review your progress and remind yourself you're on the right track. Number 3. Be accountable to yourself and to others. Creating accountability is a great way to make sure you're sticking to your goals. Write down your goals. Remember, it should be SMART, and put it somewhere you can see it. Set up a reward system for every time you tick something off your list. If you fail to meet a milestone, then think of a punishment that will drive you to do better next time. Ask a trusted friend to witness your journey and tell them not to mince words every time you fall off the wagon. Number 4. Create mini goals. Big goals can seem so insurmountable, so difficult to achieve. But when you break it down into mini goals or mini milestones, you'll find it will be so much easier for you to do smaller tasks. Have a daily goal, weekly goal, monthly goal, and so on, until you reach your final goal. Number 5. Surround yourself with positive people. A little positivity can go a long way towards boosting your morale and your self-esteem. If people are kind to you, if people actually encourage you to go after your dreams, then it's so much easier for you to say, yes, I can do it. 6 reasons people are afraid of leaving their comfort zones. Comfort zones are called that for a reason. They're that special bubble that protects us from our deepest insecurities. It shields us from the outside world. It's our safe zone, so to speak. In this presentation, you're going to find out why so many people are afraid of leaving their comfort zones. Let's begin. Number 1. Fear of the unknown. Ah, the big unknown. Why bother risking our comfort and our security for something we totally don't know anything about? You'd have to be crazy to do that, right? To throw everything into the wind and rush headlong into the outside world? This is exactly the kind of thinking many people have. They're not willing to give up their happy places for something totally unfamiliar. Number 2. Fear of failure. Many people fear failure, but why would you fear failure? Did you know that failure is but a stepping stone towards success? That successful people have failed hundreds, if not thousands of times before they succeeded. Number 3. Fear of success. People like their status quo. When they think of financially achieving their goals, their mind goes into overdrive, and they think they're going to become different people or that everything's going to change. The point is, you choose who you want to become. If you end up successful, it's up to you if you're going to let that success go to your head or remain as humble as ever. Number 4. Fear of being uncomfortable. Whatever's outside our comfort zone is bound to be uncomfortable, so people avoid it like the plague. What many people don't know is that once they get accustomed to that uncomfortableness, they'll see all the opportunities they've been missing out on. Number 5. Fear of getting challenged. People react to challenges differently. Many love it, many more hate it. People who hate challenges often want to remain in their comfort zones for as long as they can. So they live uneventful and unexciting lives. They watch other people chase their dreams while their own dreams evaporate into thin air. Number 6. Fear of dying. Many people think that if they only stay in their comfort zones, they're going to live longer lives. Unfortunately, life doesn't work that way. We're all going to perish one way or another. So if you want to live life like it's meant to be lived, then you better get out of your comfort zone now. In this presentation, you're going to learn 10 easy techniques to motivate and inspire you to continue chasing your dreams. Let's begin. Number 1. Recall your why. Your why is the reason you're set on a particular goal. It's why you want to be successful. Are you doing it for yourself, your parents, your spouse, your kids, your community? Number 2. Think positive thoughts. There's a lot of obstacles and challenges you're going to face when you chase your dreams. If you don't think positive thoughts, you're going to get inundated with negativity. Number 3, believe you can do it. You have to be the first to believe in yourself. You need to trust yourself you can do it. Work on improving your skills if need be, especially if it will help you achieve your goals faster. Number 4, learn to embrace failure. Failure is but a stepping stone toward success. It's not something you should be afraid of. Embrace it and learn from your mistakes. It will bring you closer to success. Number 5, say no to temptations. The moment you've set yourself to achieve something, distractions and temptations will seemingly appear from out of nowhere. If you want to accomplish your goals, you'll have to learn to say no. Number 6, stop procrastinating. Why put off doing something you can do now to sometime later? When you're perfectly capable of finishing off a task now, then get to it. There's no point wasting your time on unimportant things. They'll only distract you from your goals. Number 7, create mini milestones. When you break your big goals into mini goals or mini milestones, it will be much easier for you to get things done. You'll be more productive, you'll feel better about yourself, and in turn, you'll get more motivation to continue your journey. Number 8, have a plan and follow it. Plans aren't meant to be written down and then forgotten. Rather, they're meant to be followed. So when you draft your action plan, make sure you stick to it. Number 9, celebrate your wins. Rewarding yourself with every little win you make is super important. Just as the saying goes, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Just remember though, your reward should be proportionate to the difficulty of the milestone you've achieved. Number 10, listen to motivational speakers. There are plenty of motivational blogs, books, podcasts, and even YouTube channels which can inspire you and push you to achieve your fullest potential. If you want to know how you can motivate yourself and get out of the slump you're in right now, stay tuned to this presentation. Falling into a slump from time to time happens even to the best among us. I'm talking wildly successful entrepreneurs, powerful politicians, celebrities, superstar athletes, even entire economies can fall into a slump. So if you're in a slump, don't feel too bad. You're not alone. The first thing you need to do is remind yourself what your goal is. Buy Post-it and write your big goals down. Post notes on your office desk, your computer monitor, your bedroom and bathroom mirrors, or any other spot you frequent. Seeing those sticky notes everywhere may help recalibrate and reset your state of mind. Listening to inspirational and motivational speakers can also uplift your mood and get you out of your slump. You can watch TED Talks and learn new ideas. Or if you've tried that and it still didn't work, how about you watch some mindless comedy? Now's the time to binge watch comedy on Netflix. There are tons of good shows. Look for whatever rocks your boat and helps get your mind off your slump. Have a good laugh. You'll feel much better afterwards. You should also do your best to think positively. Instead of feeling down about your slump, how about you try to look for a silver lining? Look around you and observe. Maybe there's an opportunity there somewhere. Slumps are always challenging. Don't let it get you down. It's not the end of the world. Do something out of the ordinary. It might snap you back into your goal-chasing self. One other thing you can do is you can broadcast your goal on social media channels. It will make you more accountable, and it will drive you to do your best, so you don't look like a fool in front of your friends. Post weekly or monthly updates. Let your friends get caught up in your excitement. Who knows, maybe you'll even inspire them to do the same thing, and get them to commit to accomplish their goals as well. Knowing you've been a catalyst for positive change around you is a great feeling. What's even better is you'll also be hitting two birds with one stone, and you'll finally end your slump, and you'll help your friends reach their goals too. How to take the first step towards achieving your goals in life. Achieving goals is no walk in the park. If you want to know how you can take the first step towards achieving your goals in life, then you need to tune in to this presentation. People come up with goals all the time. They see something they like, and they'll tell themselves, I'm going to do the same thing before the year ends. Then the next week, they see a documentary on TV, and they'll say, I'm going to be successful like this person one day, and so on. We all get distracted so easily, and goals become nothing more than mere words. Do you still remember your New Year's resolution? Are you doing anything towards your goals you've outlined for yourself on New Year's? Or have you forgotten what they were? Creating goals is the easy part. But if you really want to achieve something, here's what you need to do. You need to define your goals. You need to make sure you're aiming for SMART goals. This is the first step you need to take towards achieving your goals in life. Here's what it means. S stands for specific. It should answer the question, what do you want to do? M stands for measurable. It should answer the question, how will you know when you've achieved it? A stands for attainable. It should answer the question, is it possible for you to achieve it? R stands for realistic. It should answer the question, is it a realistic goal and not a crazy impossible goal? T stands for time-bound. It should answer the question, when do you want to accomplish it? When's your deadline? Defining a SMART goal is very important. It takes most of the guesswork out of your goals. If you target any random goal, you'll find it may be extremely hard or even impossible to achieve. You know why? Because there are too many unknowns. A SMART goal and a non-SMART goal can mean the difference between success and failure. With a SMART goal, you know exactly what you want and when you're going to get it. With a concrete, realistic goal, it'll be much easier to make highly detailed action plans. There will still be unknown elements, of course, but they will mostly be external and you won't have control over them. How your comfort zone is killing your dreams. Are you afraid your dreams are falling by the wayside? Are you letting your comfort take the front seat over your dreams? If so, you need to put a stop to it now. You may not realize it yet, but your comfort zone is killing your dreams. Stay tuned to this presentation to find out how this is happening right under your nose and what you can do to prevent it. We all love getting comfortable. We love comfortable beds, comfortable pillows, comfortable chairs, comfortable everything, really. And there is nothing wrong with comfort. Us humans are creatures of comfort. It's in our nature. Comfort only becomes an issue when we become far too comfortable to actually do the things we need to do. For instance, we can become too lazy. We'll refuse to get out of our comfortable beds and work on the tasks that will take us closer to our goals. Our comfort zones shield us from the big, crazy world out there. It cocoons us inside and makes us feel safe. But that crazy world is where our dreams lie. If you want to accomplish those dreams, you're going to need to leave your comfort zone behind. You need to trudge through all the obstacles and challenges you're eventually going to face. It's going to be scary, yes, but you'll eventually get used to it. You need to get used to it. Otherwise, you'll end up back in your comfort zone. When you let your comfort zone prevent you from learning and experimenting new things, you're basically letting it crush you. It's keeping you from growing as a person. It's clipping your wings so you don't fly away and leave its comfortable nest. If this is what's happening to you right now, then you can say goodbye to your dreams. Because unless you break that powerful hold your comfort zone has on you, you're not going to amount to much. You're going to live a mediocre life for the rest of your days. Is that what you want? If you choose your dreams over your comfort, then be prepared for a wild ride. It's going to be scary at the beginning, and you'll soon learn to roll with the punches. You'll eventually be able to make sense of the chaos, and you'll see the path to your dreams just waiting for you to take it. In today's presentation, you're going to learn all about the 3 characteristics that are common among successful people. Success is a culmination of many, many factors. Successful people didn't become successful overnight. Sure, it may seem like for many of them, success just landed magically on their laps. But ask any successful individual how long it took them to get from their starting point until their designated finish line, and they'll tell you it took them a long time to get where they are now. So, here are the most common characteristics among the successful. Number 1, they're not afraid to step out of their comfort zones. We've all got our comfort zones, but successful people didn't let it hold them back. They knew that in order to succeed, they'd have to push their boundaries and step out of their comfort zones. They knew they were going to face a lot of challenges in the moment they left their comfort zones, but they willingly took the risk, all in the name of their dreams and their goals in life. If they'd remained comfortable, they wouldn't be where they are now, would they? If you want to be like them, you've got to think of how you can escape your comfort zone. Number 2, they're committed to their goals. Committing yourself to achieving your goals and your dreams is a very brave thing to do. It's not something that everyone can do. It's like saying you're willing to give up everything, or almost everything, just so you can achieve your dreams. If you want to be successful, you've got to have the tenacity to go after what you want. If you've ever seen a dog with a bone, then you know what I'm talking about. To succeed, you're going to have to do the same thing. You're going to commit yourself to chase your own bone. Number 3, they're willing to adapt and change. In a perfect world, whatever we've planned on paper is going to happen exactly the same in real life. But alas, we don't live in a perfect world. Even the best laid plans can go awry in an instant. That's where successful people shine. When they're faced with obstacles, they don't just backpedal and quit on the spot. Rather, they look for ways around the obstacle. That's how they succeed. They willingly adapt and change whatever needs to be changed so they can meet their goals. Top 3 reasons you need to leave your comfort zone behind. We all have our comfort zones. They're important for a reason. Without it, we'd feel stressed out all the time. We'd have panic attacks, and our anxiety levels would be through the roof. But we aren't meant to stay in our comfort zones forever. In this presentation, I'm going to show you the top 3 reasons why you need to leave your comfort zone if you want success in life. Number 1. Uncover your true potential. If you remain in your comfort zone for far too long, you won't be able to know just how good you can be. You know you've got the talent and the skills to achieve something great, but you're too afraid to explore. You're too afraid of failure. You find it near impossible to even think about where your talent and your skills are going to take you. All you can do is dream about the possibilities, but at the end of the day, you know you're going to be spending your life doing mundane things, simply because you lack the courage to step out of your comfort zone. If you want to uncover your true potential, you need the courage and the confidence to push your boundaries and start taking risks. Number 2. Accomplish your big dreams. It's exciting to have big dreams in life. You think about how your life is going to change and how you'd finally get to live the life you've always wanted. But if you're practically glued to your comfort zone, then nothing's going to get done. Your dreams are going to remain just that, just dreams. You want it bad, but not bad enough to risk leaving your safe zone behind. Stop being a coward and take the steps you need to take so you can achieve your dreams. Number 3. Discover new and exciting things. In your comfort zone, you do the same things over and over. That's why it's called comfort. It's the one place you feel safe, where you don't feel threatened, where you don't feel anxious or stressed. It's where you feel like you're in control. When you remain in your comfort zone, however, you miss out on a lot of things. The world outside is fun. Take baby steps, and you'll soon discover new and exciting things you never even knew existed.